Welcome to the third video in our series on Microsoft Teams calls. The last video detailed using features in the Calls tab in Teams. This video will outline receiving calls in Teams using the desktop app, the mobile app, and a desk phone, as well as switching devices after a call has started. Finally, there are details for managing whether calls ring on a device. When a call is incoming from chat or to a CVTC phone number, Teams will alert you on any device that's logged into Teams. For example, if you have a desk phone, the Teams app on your cell phone, and are using Teams on a laptop, the incoming call will ring in all three locations. When receiving a call in the desktop app, a box will appear in the lower right corner of the screen, along with an audio ringtone. Click the video button to answer the call with the video and audio on by default. Click the audio button to answer with just the audio on and video off by default. The video button may not be visible if the incoming call is from a cell phone or a landline. Click the Leave button to decline the call. If the call is declined, the caller will be directed to leave a voicemail message by default. The call detail window will be shown with options for the call. There will be a button to mute the microphone. There may also be a button to turn off the video. This is the same window that is shown when making a call. The call options are detailed in video 3 of this series. To end the call, click the Leave button. The mobile app will show if the incoming call is a video call or an audio call. From the lock screen, swipe to answer the call. If the phone is unlocked, tap the check mark to answer the call or the decline button. When the call is active, tap the microphone to mute your voice on the call. In a video call, tap the camera icon to turn off your video. The speaker icon can change the audio source from the phone to a speakerphone or turning off the incoming audio. The meatball menu contains other options for the call, including putting a call on hold, transferring the call, and displaying the dial pad. If the call is coming from another Teams user, there are options to share the screen, add people to the call, or to chat. Tap the Leave button to end the call. On a desk phone, lift the handset to answer a call. Depending on the desk phone model, there are hard buttons to place the call on hold, transfer the call, or to mute your voice. The display responds to touch, so this can also be used to dial a number, show call history, or the calendar. There are other options under the meatball menu as well. There are generally no cameras in the desk phones, so the display cannot be used for a video call. A call that's answered on one device can be switched to a different device inside the Teams. For example, if a call is answered on a mobile device, it can be transferred to Teams on a laptop. Make sure Teams is open on each device. Click or tap the Join button next to the message at the top of the window. Click or tap to keep the call active on both devices, or transfer the call from one device to another. The same process works to switch between a desk phone and the desktop or mobile app. It's not possible to switch from another device to a desk phone. Teams calls will ring a device if your team status is available, away, busy, or appear offline. There are two ways to prevent incoming calls from ringing in Teams. The first is to set your status to Do Not Disturb. This can be set from your profile picture, then the drop-down. From the menu, pick Do Not Disturb. A caller will hear the call ringing and then be directed to voicemail after 20 seconds. In the desktop app, you can set a duration for the Do Not Disturb to be active. After the time elapses, the status will be reset. The Do Not Disturb is available on the mobile app and the desk phone by tapping your picture and then tapping Do Not Disturb. On all devices, click or tap the Reset Status button for your status to be set to available or busy depending on what's set in your Outlook calendar. The other option to prevent Teams from ringing is to forward your calls to voicemail. In the desktop app, click the Don't Forward dropdown and pick Forward to Voicemail. A caller will be immediately directed to your voicemail. When you can take calls again, change this back to Don't Forward. This setting can also be changed in the mobile app by tapping your picture and then Settings. Tap the calling options. Slide Calling Forward to the right and leave Forward to as voicemail. There are options besides voicemail to route incoming calls, and these will be detailed in the next video. These settings sync between the desktop, mobile app, and the desk phone, so it's only necessary to make the changes in one location. On mobile, Teams calls alerts can be turned off by tapping your picture and then Notifications. Under General Activity, slide Calls to the left to turn off notifications. Calls will no longer ring on the mobile device. As always, let us know if you have any questions by stopping down to BEC32 or emailing edtech@cvtc.edu. Thanks and have a great week.